Morning, church. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Um, Wednesday update coming a little bit early to you all today because, we've got only about a couple hours before the online survey. I've asked everybody to kind of take a moment to fill out to help us figure out getting back to in-person worship. That expires at noon today, so you got a little bit of time. We've just crept up over 100 people have responded, which is great, but would love to have as many people as possible. So giving you one last reminder that you've got until noon today to go ahead and fill that out. Also, as a brief, just sidebar, I don't always wear a clergy shirt and collar, which is a question I get asked frequently. Like, so when do you take that off? Like, well, most of the time, actually, except when I'm in church or doing preachy stuff or blessing people or worshiping or doing an update. But today I was like, hey, here you go. So if this is, casual priest wear, there you are. You got that going for you today. So interesting. Quick results for the survey as they stand now. About 53% of people surveyed would like to come back to church as soon as possible or at some point over the summer, which is nice to hear that people do want to come back to church. So if you have not answered that question yet, you can see what the other options are when you take the survey. Quick update about our sound system. We are figuring that out. We found thanks to Amber, our communications coordinator, and her husband, Justin, who is an engineer. We're looking at some of the components, and we're working out a little bit of the bugs that we had last week. So bear with us as we figure all that out. With having to wear masks and taking on and off eyeglasses and things like that, it takes a little bit of time, and we're figuring out how to get some ambient sound as well. But with only 4 or 5 people in the sanctuary, there's not a whole lot of resounding congregational response that you can hear. So we're still figuring that out. Give us a week to get that under control. We hope to have that updated in the next couple of weeks for sure. In the next couple of weeks will be annual meeting on the 14th. So we need all the households, everybody who's pledging members to be present so they can vote on things, including our new vestry class and everything else. So if you've not seen or had a chance to catch up with or be reminded about who the new vestry members are, take a look at the website. I will give a link in the description and all the information below. Worship. Speaking of worship, you may have noticed for the summertime let me back up a little bit. When we started doing online stuff a while ago, we did a mixture. First started out with morning prayer every morning, Reverend Nathan and I did, and then we went to a mixture of morning prayer, evening prayer, and Compline for the Great 50 Days. And over the summertime, we had such a great response as we tracked the number of people that looked at each service. And Compline was was like 1 percentage point behind morning prayer in terms of number of people who opened the videos and were praying together. It's one of my favorite services in the prayer book. So because I get to decide these things, we're going to do Compline every day, Monday through Friday. We'll give you Saturday off. Monday through Friday, we're going to worship together using the service of Compline. So it's quick, it's short, it's about 5 to 7 minutes, and it is fantastic and a good way, not just a good way, a fantastic, great way to end your day in thanksgiving and prayer and worship for God. So I hope you will join us every day for Compline Monday through Friday over the summer. Let's see. June 14th, I mentioned the annual meeting. The 21st of June, the next Sunday, we'll have 3 wonderful youth preachers. So get ready for that. The past 4 or 5 years have been just wonderful sermons from our youth. And we have got 3 fantastic youth preachers coming up for you on the 21st. So be sure to see that live or to watch the recorded video would be great. I did have a request that I need to pass along. I mentioned it on Sunday during the services that David Heron's wife, Susan McDonald, is in desperate need of at least half of a liver transplant and is currently back in the hospital again. It's been kind of back and forth for them over the past year. And the wait list is quite long for a transplant unless a donor comes forward and a match can be made. And if that is you, that would be a wonderful gift, certainly of life for Susan. You can get in touch with David Heron, and he can give you all the details about what that looks like and all the different options and things like that. But if that's something that you would consider doing, I'm sure that both Susan and David would be eternally grateful for that. Finally, congratulations to everyone who had graduation the past couple weeks, including yesterday, our 11th, 8th graders from our St. Martin's in the Field School graduated, so that's fantastic, and congratulations to them. There is a new link below, a new video below. So check that out, of a new song, and it features a number of our grads and their singing, which is great. So please take a listen to that and enjoy that as a Wednesday bonus. I think that is it. I'm going to say I miss you guys like crazy, and have really enjoyed doing virtual worship. I'm glad we can do that, but it never beats being in person, the real thing. And so I'm looking forward to, in the next week or so, hopefully having the green light from both the vestry and the diocese to ease into returning to in-person worship, and more about that as we go forward. But that brings me full circle back to you've got just about, at this moment in time, about an hour and a half to fill out the survey. Give us your thoughts and opinions on things like that, and thank you very much for those who've filled it out, and thank you for those who will take a minute now to go do it. It takes less than 5 minutes to do, and I appreciate the feedbacks to help us make a solid decision about the way forward. All right, hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday, and look forward to virtually seeing you in church, and hopefully in a couple weeks seeing you in person soon. All right, have a great day. Bye.